Hello yogis and welcome to my channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm very happy to have you here today. If you're a subscriber, thank you for returning. Today's practice is focused on super tight hips. Our hips are, I could make all my yoga practices just on the hips or my yoga classes because our hips store a lot of feelings, emotions, creativity. A lot is stored in this region, so releasing tension in this region is really important for our everyday lives. For today, you're going to need pillow, whatever pillow you have at home, your pillow, the pillow you sleep on, or your couch. A lot of pillows. You could need a lot of pillows if your hips are as tight as mine. Mine get really tight when I'm stressed. So I'm going to be using just this pile of yoga pillows, and you can use any pillows that you have at home or folded blankets. Before I keep on talking, let's get started. So today we're going to start in an easy pose. This is just sitting in a comfortable seat. I don't know how better I can describe the easy pose. Your knees are opening towards the mat, and you try to tuck in your belly button and sit up tall. This may be very intense already for somebody who is not used to yoga or sitting in this position. So you can sit also on a pillow just to elevate your pelvis and help your hips open up more. You see, now that I'm sitting on a pillow, I'm opening my hips a lot more, but we don't want to do it this intense. Easy pose also is a pose you use during meditation at the beginning for beginners. I cannot do a full lotus pose, so I get contented with easy pose. Just take a couple of breaths here to settle in your practice. You can close your eyes, and we'll just take a couple of breaths to get contact with our mats, get in contact with ourselves, with our higher selves, with our inner being. Inhale through the nose, in and out. And as always, I welcome you to set an intention for your practice, an intention for your day. Your intention may be to release tension, to relax more. And whatever you have in mind, we use a cleansing breath to seal this intention. So inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And slowly open your eyes. We are going to go into a fire lock pose. This is I find it very intense, a very intense hip opener. So bring your left leg parallel to the mat. So your left leg is parallel to the long edge of the mat. Your toes are pointing out. And you can bring your right leg over, your right ankle over your left knee. And just let gravity push your knees down. You can use your pillow to shorten the distance between your legs and the mat. That makes it easier. And just place your right hand on your right knee. Don't push your knee, just let gravity work. And close your eyes if you want to, and just inhale. You may be feeling a stretch, an intense stretch on both knees, so both hips, on your right hip and your left hip. This is really, I find this quite intense. Flex your right feet to protect your knee and just sit up tall. You can close your eyes and do your best not to not to grind your teeth. Really relax your teeth, relax your facial expression. And as a bonus, you can give yourself a foot massage on your right foot. Our feet carry us all day long, so why not just give your feet a massage and help in the blood circulation. Inhale and exhale through the nose. We'll hold it here for 2 more breaths. Inhale, exhale, release tension in your body. Inhale 1 more time. And exhale to release the pose, unravel your legs. If you want, you can stretch out your legs for a while, and then we'll go to the second side. So bring your right knee parallel to the long edge of the mat, your right leg Yeah, your right leg parallel to the long edge of the mat, and flex your toes, bring your toes towards your knees, and then this is the tedious part where you bring your ankle over your knee, on your knee, and you can stay here. I notice my right hips are more relaxed, there's less tension on my right hip side than the left. If you see, my right knee is already on the mat, my left knee was somewhere around the ceiling, so I wouldn't need a pillow on the right side, but on the left side I could need a pillow. And I like to put some weight on my left knee. You don't have to. I like to do that, so I could just place a pillow that helps. That's already some weight, and then I place both hands in this case on the left knee to help it go down a little. My left toes are flexed, and I'm breathing and I'm relaxing, and I'm thinking of all the beautiful things I want to have, the beautiful things in my life. That helps me to relax rather than clench. Sit up tall and just relax your facial expression, and you can give your left foot a massage here too. Just increase the blood circulation in your feet, give your feet some love. Inhale and exhale, just relaxing through the body, and feel the tension releasing in your hips. Sometimes an affirmation helps me to relax a lot more also in some poses, so I can, with every exhale, I can repeat in my mind, release. That helps me to release the tension, or relax. It helps me to relax my body. So inhale, exhale, relax. Inhale, exhale, relax. We're going to stay here for 2 more breaths. So inhale through the nose. Relax, release through the nose. 1 more time. And then relax, release, and unravel. Oh, yes. I don't know how you feel, but I am feeling a deep stretch in my heels. You can just do this window shield movement. Windshield. Yeah, you can do this movement left, right with your hips. With your knees, relax the tension in your hips. And we're going to go to one of my favorite poses, my favorite hip openers, butterfly pose. So bring your feet together and open your knees left and right. And just to adjust your position, you can bring your hand on the mat and just move up and down your mat. And find where it feels comfortable. Maybe it feels comfortable close to your feet or a little bit far away from your feet. So just find where it feels comfortable for you, and then plant your glutes on the mat. Let your knees fall left and right, and bring your hands, clasp your hands together and just bring them in front of your feet. And like a butterfly on a spring day, a beautiful spring day in a garden with so many beautiful flowers, imagine yourself like a butterfly, and you're flying from one flower to the other. Just feel this lightness, and you can be moving your wings, so your knees are your wings. Flip your wings as you fly from one flower to the other. Another beautiful flower. Just smell all the flowers in the garden. Inhale, exhale through the nose, and you can smile, release the tension in your body, and just fly from one flower to the other. Maybe you found a flower you want to settle on and just enjoy the beauty of this flower. So settle your butterfly, settle on the flower, bring your knees, find stillness, and if you want, you can give yourself your feet a massage again, or just stay here. So I'll keep on giving suggestions. Just follow whatever feels good for you. You must not follow all. If this is already tense, you may want to stay here. And if it's available for you, you can bring your elbows to your shin and just round your body. Bring your head towards your feet. And maybe you already have this contact between head and feet. And just take a couple of breaths here. Relax your body, release the tension. You can always Repeat release in your mind as an affirmation. Make sure you're not clencing your teeth. And if you have your fingers together, they're really relaxed. You're not holding up to your finger. Your life doesn't depend on this pose. So there is no danger here. Relax your whole body. And if it's too much for you, maybe you can get out of the pose earlier. You mustn't stay to the end. Listen to your body. You are your best teacher. So listen to your intuition. Follow your intuition. I'm just checking my mic that it's on. It is on. Inhale and exhale through the nose. And with the next inhale, bring your fingers to the mat and crawl your body all the way up. And come to a seated pose and guide your knees towards the middle. So bring your knees together and open your feet like a little opposing position to what we've been doing before. Open your feet and bring your knees together. And we're setting up ourselves for the next pose, cow face pose. Stretch your legs out and bend your knees back. Bring your right feet, both of your glutes are planted on the mat. You don't want to sit on one glute, you want to sit on both. You can even like shift the flesh on your glutes so that you have your sit bones directly on the mat. And when you're already there, take your left foot beside your right foot beside your left glute. Yeah, I don't know, left and right, I don't know. I'm a typical woman. And then guide your left leg as far to the right as possible. Ideally, we want to have both knees stacked on each other. It's possible that doesn't happen today. So don't force too much. Just find somewhere that you can sit comfortably. And I'm going to give you suggestions. Follow what you want to follow. Find what feels good and just do what feels really good, what feels right for you. So you can stay here with your hands on the mat, left and right. Or if you want to add some shoulder openers to that, you can stretch your hands, bring your right hand underneath your left hand, and then bring your hands together, your palms together like this eagle arms. You're stretching the back of your shoulders, and you can add some cat and cow movements to it. Open up and rounding. And using your intuition, just find what feels good. Just do only what feels good to you. You mustn't do everything I'm doing here. You want to go further, you can bring your right elbow to your left knee and then stretch your hands out, fold to the top and just lay your head on your left knee. I'm an advocate of self-love. I really like being kind to my body, encouraging you to be kind to your body, be loving with yourself. So you can still rub your feet here if it feels good to you. Maybe those are too many foot rubs for one day. But yeah, if it feels good, why not? So just do whatever feels good for you here. And then we're going to just find some stillness in the pose wherever we are, either with your hands stretched or sitting up tall. Take a couple of breaths here. Release the tension in your jaws, release the tension in your hips. Relax through your body. It's amazing how a yoga pose can be both intense and relaxing at the same time. So let go of all the tension. And with the next inhale, find your way back. All the way up. Come to a comfortable seat and unravel your legs. I guess it feels good. And we have two parts of the body, so whatever we do on the left side, we're going to do that on the right side. Do whatever feels good to relax shortly, and then we'll move to cow face pose on the right side, on the left side, whatever. So bring your left leg close to your right glute, as close to the right glute as possible. Try to guide your left knee towards the mat. Now my left knee is hanging because my left hips are tense, are tighter than my right, and then bring the right all the way back to the left. So left knee is underneath and right knee is stacked over the left knee. So sit up tall, take a couple of breaths, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Inhale in and out. And when you're ready, you can start taking variations here. If you want to take a back bend, I'm going to just move elegantly to the side. Please don't cut. Moving as elegantly to the side as possible so that you can see how the back bend looks. You can interlace your fingers to the back of your band, flip your hands, your palms to the mat. Just place your hands on the mat and imagine yourself in a beach. Just open your chest, and if it's possible for you, let your head fall in your neck or fall towards the mat. You can do this if it feels good. If that's so intense and uncomfortable, you can unravel and just sit up tall, or do eagle pose on this side so the left hand is underneath this time around, and wrap the fingers and just do a few cat and cow to release your back. And now you can bring your left elbow on your right knee and either stay here or bring the hands, unravel the hands and bring the hands on the mat. You can place this time around your right cheek on your knee and just take a couple of breaths here. Remember, if it's too intense, you can get out of the pose earlier. If you feel pain, maybe it's too much, you should feel a stretch, but no pain. No pain, no gain doesn't work in yoga. This is all about being kind to yourself, loving to yourself, and using your intuition to find what feels good for you. Inhale and exhale through the nose. And just relax your body. Take a couple of breaths here. And when you're ready, we're going to crawl the fingers towards the upper body and lift up and unravel, and we'll meet in all fours. Really unravel gently. Ooh, yes, that's intense. So we're going to meet in all fours for our last hip opener for today, frog pose. This is my personal nemesis when it comes to hip openers, and I have my dear pillows here to help me. So you can make a fort, a big pile of pillows, as many as you may need. So I'm making a really high, yeah, I think this is okay. So come over your pillows and open your knees as wide as possible. Next, you want to have your feet, your knees parallel to your hips, so your knees are in line with your hips, and your feet, your ankle are in line with your knees, and point your toes left and right. And try to sink, open your knees and sink towards the mat as deep as possible. This may be very intense for you. This may be where you end today. If this is your limit, honor your journey, honor your body. And if it's possible, just stay here for a couple of breaths. Find a place where you can stay for the whole sequence. So no matter the variations, just take whatever variation works for you. So you can stay here in the frog pose. And if it's possible, maybe you can bring your elbows to the mat. And make sure you're breathing. If you hold your breath, that's a sign of tension. So use your breath. And keep on opening your hips. I use a soft surface. You can do it on your directly on the floor. It helps your knees to slide, but then the floor is so hard. That's why I prefer to do the frog pose on my mat, because it's soft enough for my knees. It protects my knees in that. And if you can, maybe you can stretch your hands out and bring your skull to the mat. Just find whatever feels good for you. Your toes are flexed. Your hips are in line. Your knees are in line with your hips. Your ankle in line with your knees. Inhale and exhale through the nose, soften through your back. Release the tension in your hips. Let go. Inhale, release. Exhale, let go. So you can repeat the affirmation, release with inhale and let go with your exhale. Inhale, release. Exhale, let go. Inhale, release. Exhale, let go. We're going to stay here for a couple of breaths, enjoying the release of tension around our hip region. At a certain point, maybe you notice that your hips have gone low and you need maybe less cushion under your hips. If that's the case, you can start pulling out the cushions and making it less. I remove one. I'm okay with one pillow at this point, but then my head cannot go lower. So honor your body, listen to your body, and we're going to stay here for 5 breaths. So inhaling and exhaling through the nose, releasing the tension in your jaws, in your upper body, in your shoulders. Relax your body. So more breaths. Almost there. Amazing, you did it. And the next inhale, make your way up. Come maybe to your fingertips, to your hands, and move all the way to the back and bring your feet together. And bring your knees together. And you can just wiggle your toe. Do whatever movement feels good to you, and we'll find our way to a comfortable seat. We're going to meet in an easy pose. Just notice the difference between this easy pose, the first easy pose you did at the beginning, and this one at the end of the class. You may notice more ease in the Sukhasana. Breathe through the nose, in and out. And give yourself some love. I love to give myself a hug after such classes, so I welcome you to join me if you wanna. So just bring your hands over and grab your shoulders. Give yourself a beautiful hug. Offer yourself love. Then bring your hands back to heart center. Thank you for practicing with me. Thank you for taking your time. And thank your body for supporting you throughout this practice. The light and the love in me recognizes the light and love in you. Namaste. Do let me know how this practice was for you in the comment section.